Greetings, adventurers. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Patron's Coffer of the North Wind. Now, this is available in your DDO store, which I'm going to pull up right here. Just a second. All right, so I've got covered my name up here and the bottom, but well, that game's too loud to hold on a second. Let's turn that game down a bit. There we go. All right, as you'll see, your three options here, as usual. The Coffer of the North Wind is the base one. The Greater Coffer of the North Wind and the Superior Coffer. I am going to be purchasing the Superior Coffer. Let me see here. And so let's look at what's in each of those. All right, Superior Coffer of the North Wind. First of all, I love this mount. This mount makes it right here. The rest of it we'll have to take a look at, but that mount is awesome. Now, with Superior Coffer, you get 20 accounts or 20 slots of shared bank storage. That's pretty awesome. The mount, everything from the Greater Coffer, which includes more character bank slots to one character your choice. The Northwind leather armor, which is good. We've been needing some leather armor instead of all the plate that comes. This is awesome. A helm cosmetic and the fur cloak. And then if you just buy the basic, you get the 10 slots of shared account bank storage, Northwind Great Axe cosmetic weapon, the aura, and the pup. So basically, you're getting on the very basic here. I would think the Greater Coffer is probably the lowest I would come in, but yeah, the mount, that's the deal. But again, it all costs real money with the DDO points, so you tell me if you're willing to go that way or not. But let's take a look at what the Coffer brings us. Let me hide some of these things on the screen here. All right, we're going to get something from the Coffer of the North Wind. Now, I'm not going to claim everything because I don't want the character storage on this character. So we're going to claim the weapon aura, the cosmetic, the leather armor cosmetic, the helm cosmetic, fur cloak cosmetic, and that's it. Now I probably am going to have to log out to get the mount that we just got. He's probably not here yet. Let me see. No, we don't have the mount. So let's log off and log back in real quick. Now this is kind of one of those steps I see people miss a lot when they buy these coffers, which are amazing, but people are like, where are my items? You've got to log off and log on first to get that. So the other big thing, as I pointed out, is make sure you claim the character one. Yeah, see, it tells me it's been added to my stable. And do I have my pup running around with me now? Yep, there he is. There's my pup. Always happy to get a pup. That's how I get the tales in Tavern Tales, is my work with animals. But anyway, that's awesome. So let's take a look. Yeah, there's somebody on it right away. So let's see what all this stuff looks like. So the mount, first of all, where is the mount? That looks like it there, doesn't it? Northwind riding mount. Yeah. So let's take a look at that. Oh, wow. I think that looks pretty good. But the most important part, can it dance? Oh, look at that prance. All right, I'm sold. That's pretty awesome. Oh, yeah, get it, dog. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at the armor. Now, this is my barbarian, so I specifically wanted to see what the armor looked like on him because, I don't know, I love the Black Rose armor, but it just doesn't look very barbarian-ish. So let's see how this works. All right, now we're getting somewhere. The helm. Oh, baby. I like it with the fur in the back. I think that's what makes it right there. But then we've got the cloak. Okay, the cloak is... Okay. I like that fur cloak, but I might do it without the cloak just to get the little fur back there. But I mean, I guess it's still the same look. Pretty cool. And then the glamored, or the weapon. Let's see what the cosmetic looks like. All right, so there's the cosmetic axe. Now, Farn is a great axe user, so that's pretty cool to have that cosmetic there. And then this is the glamored weapon aura. So uses on cosmetic weapons. So we'll add our cosmetic weapon in there and see what it looks like with the aura. Let's add the Northwind aura. And see, the way I did that is I took my cosmetic, and you could use any cosmetic on this as long as it fits the aura. Put it in there, use the Northwind aura, alter the visual effects. Now when I use this, see, I get the nice little glowing stuff behind it, which I think looks pretty darn good. Not bad. So we've got, let's take a better look at the dog too, if I can get him in focus here. The runes are kind of an interesting touch. Makes him look very Nordic. My wife comes from a Swedish side of the family, so I'm sure they'd appreciate the runes. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But the question is always, you know, you get this stuff. How does it look on your Warforged? How does it look on your female character? So let's take a look and see. We're going to log out and take a look at the Warforged first. So I have a Warforged named Cadmium. We're going to try him. Now, see, he's currently wearing stuff from the Mechanized Patron's Coffer. Oh, he's got points spins too. So let's go see what this looks like. So we want the armor cosmetic, we want the helm, and we want the cloak. The rest of it's going to look the same. So, oh, my backpack's overflowing. Let's see what we can ditch. Again, this is a hardcore character, so he's got all sorts of junk on here I could probably get rid of. All right, so there we go. So let's get off the horse real quick. Hit shift to get off the horse. All right, cosmetic leather armor. I want to see how it looks with the oh cool, it still shows the like the sinew from the Warforger. Is that built into it? I'll have to look on the other side, but I think that's part of it. But you can still see it around the neck anyway. The helm. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. You can still tell he's Warforged under there too. And then of course the cloak. Let's see what we got here. Can we get him up on a stand somewhere where I can get a little bit of an elevated view of him? There we go. Well, no, that's not going to work unless I flip around. Let's do this. Okay, well that's not bad. Matter of fact, that's pretty darn good. I like the way that looks. Sorry, as I'm sitting there poking close to the screen so I can see it up close, but yeah, I think I like the way that looks. Interesting. All right, now let's take a look at a female character. And even more particular, a female character with horns, which is always kind of the challenge when you put a helmet cosmetic on a tiefling. This is my new bard. Again, for the Winter Court event. Violet Femme. Come on down. Let's jump down here and see what we got. Hope I have Featherfall. I do. Be a shame if my hardcore character died jumping in the Hall of Heroes. That's not it. Where would I be? Way over here. So we're going to talk to Ziana. Again, we're going to claim something from the coffer. And again, just I can't remind you this enough. Do not claim the character bank storage unless you're on the character you want it, because it can only be claimed one time. So if you claim one of everything, that's going to go straight to that character. So I'm just going to claim the armor, the helm, and the fur cloak. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. The armor, the helm, and the fur coat. Well, look, I can see right now that my horns are showing through. That's kind of cool. I don't know how that works logistically in real life, but I kind of like the look of it. So now I get those horns plus my tiefling horns. Kind of interesting. And then of course, yeah, you can see the color of her arms through with just the tattoos. So we were seeing the Warforged. I thought I saw the Warforged sinew under those runes, but that's really cool. So you get the tattoos along with it. Go away, pet. We can't see our person. Oh no, that's my pseudo drag. There we go. All right, once again, let's go see if we can get a better look at this. Oops. All right, there's the full view. That skirt work is kind of cool. The detail on that. Well, pretty cool. And on the mount, because sometimes the mounts don't always work right on all the characters. Let's take a look with it on the female. Oh, gee, I don't know if you can hear that or not. It howls when you summon it. Hi, puppy. Oh, sorry. And there she is. See if we get a better light here. There's a little bit better. And there we go. So that's our first look at the coffer. Again, it's available now for a limited time only. It says it's only available through January 1st. It may or may not come back. They usually do, but it may be a while. So if you want this, you might want to pick it up as soon as possible. Yeah, and that's all the good stuff. Oh, here we get some nice pictures. I like the wolf crying in the moon. Oh, look at that, the puppy one. Yeah, this is good stuff. So check it out. Your Tavern Tales recommendation is yes on this. I especially like the fact that it's leather armor. Everything else we've gotten has been plate. So this is a good one. So signing off, here's Tavern Tales, and we'll see you in game. Take care. If you liked this video, please click the like button and consider subscribing by clicking the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.